Familia Despacio, estamos aquí con Mariah Angeliq, our friend, our homie already.
What's good?
She's been breaking law since 16. What's good?
Oi, what's good? How are you?
I'm great. It's good to see you again. You know, I feel like I see
You
you
too.
everywhere, right? We've been in Vegas together, Miami, and now we're
That's
in
a
LA.
good thing. That's a good thing. That means we're in the mix. We're doing something.
Exactly. I saw you in Mexico City too, by the way. I saw you at a
That was
Tecate
fire.
Emblema. Let's start with that actually, because that was a fire performance. Like just seeing a different audience, like Mexican audience, so hyped for you. Like how does that feel?
They're the best. Honestly, they are. They really are. I've never received so much love from like a fan base. I think Mexico definitely I feel that from them. It's like it's intense. It's intense.
You feel it. You feel it in the audience. You feel how much they love you and how much they know your music, word for word.
They really do, and I love them too. I love Mexico. I can't wait to go back. I'm actually heading back. I'm going to Rosarito, Mexico really soon, like April 7th, I think.
Nice.
For Papas and Beers, so might see you there too.
Yeah, we'll see you there too. One thing that really caught my attention in that performance was your love for Selena. You had like a jacket there and all that stuff. What does she represent to you?
She is an icon. She's iconic. I will never forget her. I don't think she'll ever be forgotten. Mm-hmm. She was just so original, you know. She was bringing something original, like being bilingual, bringing that Spanglish vibe to the game, and I don't think there was like a lot of that in that time. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to do now. Mm-hmm. Like I don't speak the best Spanish, but I'm coming in as a Latina American too, and it's like it's lit to be living on her legacy, you know, like
absolutely
continuing her legacy with girls like me. You know.
Speaking of legacy, I mean, you're starting to create your own. Last night we saw you at the BMI Awards. We saw you with a premio. Tell us about the premio. What were they honoring you for?
They were giving me an award for El Maquinón. So since I was involved in the writing, you know, BMI was having like an award for like the best music, I guess, of 2022 or yeah.
It's crazy because like I feel like Maquinón has been out for a couple of years now, and you know you're still seeing the success, right?
It does. It was like 2 years ago that we made this song, and I thank Karol G always for giving me that opportunity in my career. And it's crazy to see like how successful the song has been. It's honestly a dream come true.
Absolutely. I mean, it's become an anthem. It's become an anthem not just for girls, but for everyone. Like the moment you hear that song, you know it, and then you start humming it and singing it. We saw you back on stage with her in Puerto Rico. How was that?
That was dope. That was super dope. I think there was like over
35,000?
30,000 people there. It was crazy. And that's one of my first times presenting myself in a show that big, especially in Puerto Rico. And just super grateful to be on stage with her in that moment, you know, because we hadn't sung the song in like 2 years, so it was just really special.
How was it back, like reconnecting with her on a more personal level, like, you know, away from the cameras and the flashes? You know, are there plans to maybe do something else again?
Shit, well, I told her, I'm like, yo, we gotta do another Maquinón. I'm ready. I know our schedules, you know, get in the way of a lot of things, but I know for sure soon we're gonna come back together and do some fire stuff.
In the meantime, we have Ricota. I was singing it. You were correcting me on the lyrics here and now. But Ricota, I mean, it's so catchy. I love that it's turned into also a TikTok challenge.
Yeah. Are you gonna join?
I mean, if you teach me, we'll do it.
All right, I'll teach you right now.
No, but how have the comments you've received been with Ricota?
It's actually been great. And to tell the truth, my team is always sending me like all data and numbers about the songs, even though I don't really like pay attention too much to that stuff, you know. But it actually outperformed Perreíto in the first 7 days with like streams and shit. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
And that's huge because I mean, Perreíto, we all remember you from that
No,
song.
yeah, that's one of my biggest songs solo. So it's crazy to think that Ricota is like outperforming it a little bit, but Perreíto's Perreíto, okay? Yeah. Let's not get it confused now.
Absolutely. Now, is Ricota part of maybe your next project, like a new album or a new EP?
Definitely. I think Ricota is definitely going to go on the first album. I think that's a must. It's just a new era. It's a new era of Mariah.
And I see it. I mean, we see the blonde now. Tell us about this new era. Like, what are you coming? That's different to what we've seen in the past.
I'm coming different this year. This year is just totally different. I decided to change my hair color. Honestly, I've always wanted to go blonde. Like, I think every girl deep down inside wants to be a blonde at some point. So I'm just like, fuck it, let's get it. Why not? You know, I want to change the look. I'm coming with a different energy this year, different drive, different motivation. Music is changing, finding my sound, really like figuring out what my sound is.
And how has that process been? Like finding your sound? Like what do you think has been maybe the biggest evolution from like the last couple of years to where you are now?
Definitely the biggest evolution is like sonically, like how it sounds. You know, I've met the person that has helped my like mixes and my masters. I don't know if you know what that is. Bueno, like before I was doing my shit with other people and it's like I didn't know it was sounding bad, but like now I know the difference. Like when I hear a bad mix, I hear a good mix, I don't know how to do it myself, but now I can like acknowledge what's good, what's not. So I'm super picky with how my shit sounds now. And I think that's like the biggest part for sure.
That's great. And I mean, you have an ear for it, right?
I do.
Last year we also saw this collab with Young Chimmy. I mean, he's also blowing up. How was that experience?
That experience was dope. You know, I love linking up with my boys from the street. You know, he's like about that street life. Demon Time, La Tóxica, y El Demon. Like, it was the perfect collab, I think. And I love doing trap. I think it's something I don't get to put out very often, and when I do, I just have fun with it.
Is that something you have in mind for this upcoming project or album?
Yeah, for sure. I want to, like, create my sound, but not just, like, be put in a box for one little category. I kind of want to do trap, R&B, and reggaeton. Like, a little mixture of all that. You know?
That's like definitely like your DNA and your essence.
It really
like
is. It's like R&B, trap, y reggaeton. Como que that's me right there. So.
Yeah. What about this year? I mean, what else do you have in store for us? We know that you're going to be doing a lot of.
I'm going to be touring a lot. I'm doing a European tour. I'm doing a U.S. tour this year. Dates are not yet defined, but we're figuring it out. And just a lot of music. Like I said, hopefully my first album. Hopefully. God, please, this year. I don't know who I got to talk to, but let's go.
I have to ask you, because one of the last times that we spoke, you were telling us how you have some tiraderas there. And you have them stored, saved in the background. Is there, like, are we getting closer to seeing that?
Bueno, tiradera. It's just a matter of, like,
if
setting up my tripod and, like, previewing one of them, honestly, because I got so many. And I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll just upload a little preview.
We'll be on the lookout for that. How do you feel about this also new wave of talent that's coming around, female talent? I mean, you were part of this wave a few years back when we met you with Perreito, and now there's a new wave with Young Miko, for example.
Yeah.
Pau Pau. How do you feel like, you know, they're making sort of like the impact on the genre?
I think it's really dope to see more women and, you know, with different flows coming up in the industry now. It's definitely dope to see that, some new talent, you know, because, yeah, there's just new artists every day, so it's dope to see women taking over. It's lit.
Do you have like an eye on someone or on one of those for perhaps like maybe a song or a collab in the future?
I fuck with Young Miko. Yeah. I think her flow is really dope. Young Miko definitely would love to do a song with her for sure.
Dude, we'll manifest that, because I mean, we love both of you, so
tírame el
DM. Just to wrap this up, maybe 3 things that you want to accomplish this year.
3 things I would like to accomplish this year. I want to buy a property.
Okay.
I want to put out my first album. And I want to get the body of my dreams.
Hey, and you're working for it.
I'm working for it. I ain't getting no surgery. It's all natural, self-made, being done in the gym. No shade to those who, you know, have to get surgery or want to, but esto es natural, baby.
Well, you know that we're one of your biggest supporters. We love you, and we're always there for you. Big shout out to Espacio, please.
Espacio, I love you guys. Don't forget to play Ricota.
Show us that lollipop that I saw in there. Hey.
There's a little lollipop on my nail right there. So when I get hungry, I just be like.